All right, I am in the middle of a rebrand. So I'm going to walk you through how we do rebrands, why they're important, and how they're going to impact your business in a positive way. So the thing that's really interesting about rebrands, or maybe just up leveling your brand, is that it's going to come down to you deciding what the rebrand is and the visual assets to go with it, the elements that are going to go with it, also the posture that you're portraying on social media, and just that conviction that you have that you are an authority in your space, an expert in your space. And what's really interesting about social media is that we really do get to be whoever we want to be. And a lot of times, all it comes down to is us matching up with what we want to be. So the thing that I love most about rebranding is that it's actually an opportunity to level up. And you will see as you go through a rebrand, I've rebranded several times over the years, that you will feel like you aren't there yet. But in the process of doing the rebrand, you become that. So it's not like you wait until you feel more confident. You actually just go there, and then you become it, as I mentioned. So let me show you how we do rebrands. So actually, as I mentioned, this right here, you can see that we have the pink, we have, it's kind of a high-end vibe with our content, still soft and feminine. And you can obviously see the aesthetics and just the colors and all of that. Okay, so this is years and years and years of work that we've gotten to this point where this is what our social media looks like. Now we are actually going through a rebrand right now. So you can see the introduction of, this is part of our brand font family and colors, but you can see us using more of that charcoal gray and then some grayscale that we're introducing in. And then as we go, just seeing increase in for example, obviously this is a really high-end luxury feel with the stock image here, and then obviously my photo. So for me, doing more of that, really just kind of, how do I put it? I'm just postured, it's just postured. But the other thing is, and I'll show you how I do the mood board and plan this all out, is the social media itself. So when I go through a rebrand, I'm always working to get clarity on who I am, who I serve, and how I help those people. So the last time we started working on this rebrand, this started months ago, I sat down, and it took me a minute. So this is why it's so powerful to work on your business and not just in it, is I actually sat down to ask myself, who did I want to be known for? Or what did I want to be known for in the marketplace? Who did I want to be? What did I want people to think about when they thought about Kimberly Olson, Gold Digger Girl? And I came up with something called the Brand Connect method. And as you can see here, it's being trademarked right now. And I teach on this in all of my boot camps and trainings, and you'll see it everywhere. And what the premise is, the one core outcome people will get by working with us is to make money from your brand every day on social. That's it. You come work with me. Obviously, we work with female entrepreneurs. You come work with me. I'm going to teach you how to make money from your brand every day on social. So if you're out there and you're just like, well, I'm not making money every day from social media, from my brand, then you're going to think maybe Kimberly can help me. The other thing that's important is we work with over 10,000 students. So it says 10K plus brands monetized. I've also put in my bio, we've passed $9 million in revenue. So as I was hitting those milestones, I've used revenue here. So as you grow and evolve, you can talk about how many people you've helped, how many people you've worked with, how much revenue you've generated. It can be sales. What is your career sales in network marketing, direct sales, affiliate marketing, coaching your clients? It could even be corporate. Like there's a million different things you can do. But when you're going through the rebrand, you want to think about all of those pieces of how you can really put your best foot forward. It might even be, maybe you work on your stand store. Maybe you up-level your landing pages. We're actually doing that right now. We're redoing all of our landing pages, and we're putting more of just a luxurious look to our landing pages, but still accessible because that's what I'm known for, but also just a high vibe to it. And you'll see that as you continue to interact with us here at Gold Digger. And that's part of the whole process, okay, as we're figuring this out together. Also, I want to mention that this episode is sponsored by the Lazy Girl's Guide to Making Bank. So I did research. It took me weeks to put this together. I looked high and low for the top 50 ways you can make money from home. And it's not just network marketing. There's so many different things you can do out there that people don't even know about. So if you're someone who just wants to supplement your income while you're building your brand, or maybe you don't want to go back to a full-time job, check the Lazy Girl's Guide to Making Bank because I give you links. So if there's something I recommend in there, you will see a link that takes you to the website so you can find out more. And there's some really cool stuff in there that you probably never even knew you could make money doing. So I just want to mention that. You can check that below this video. All right, now I'm going to take you over. Let me take you over to my mood board. This is my personal mood board. So below this video, you are going to see Elevate. So Elevate is our branding agency. What I want you to do is if you are looking at Elevate, the spots are really limited. I can only work with a handful of people. We're doing it in April and October. So if you really are serious, go ahead and DM us on Instagram and just say, hey, I saw your video. I want you to help me with my brand. We actually build your brand with our branding agency. There's an in-person content shoot, video shoot. We do a whole entire buyer's list funnel for you. We do your mood board, your assets, your graphics, your social media. I mean, it's incredible. It's called Elevate. So if you want to do that, reach out right away because spots are limited. So this is how I go about it. So what I do is I just grab things like I made this in Canva because if you're working with other people, they need to know what we're going for here, right? I even plan my outfits when I'm traveling or if I have photo shoots. Look at, you can see some stuff here. Sometimes I just, at this point, I kind of could do it in my sleep, but that has helped me a lot because I'll do jewelry and shoes and all the things. Anyways, so this right here is just different things that I've grabbed to kind of get the vibe for what I'm going for with the rebrand. So it's this kind of a little bit vintage, right? But it's almost like that old money, sophisticated, but still girly, right? So it's feminine with the pink. So here are some different things to kind of give you an idea of what inspires me. So I want you to be inspired. And, if we see Vogue and this, it's hard to go, yeah, that's me. Look at me, right? Like it's weird because you're not there yet. And I promise you, every time I've done this work, I have grown as a person to fulfill that, to become that. And if you followed me for any length of time, I'm sure you would agree. You're just like, wow, Kimberly, you've really grown a lot, right? I hear that a lot from people. What's really neat about all of this is that it really makes it fun to build your personal brand because it's a form of self-expression. And that's one of the most rewarding things ever. That's why we like to create and draw and play the piano because we're co-creating. Like we are made to create. And self-expression is just such a beautiful way to do that. And with the visual assets, what you get to do, it's like that vision board. It's really, that's what we're doing is we're saying, this is what I see. This is what I want to become. This is who I'm evolving to. And when you take the time to figure out what that rebrand looks like and what you'd like that to be, then you will become it in the process. I'm telling you, just mark my words. So you can change the colors, the fonts, the way you're doing your social media graphics. Again, that's another thing. If you scroll way down, you'll see our stuff was very cutesy, right? It was kind of not juvenile, but it was cutesy. It was kind of basic. And we've evolved with our abilities, but also our expectations, our standards here, because we keep rebranding and growing and recalibrating. And as you increase and do your rebrand, you're going to find yourself growing, but you're also going to find that you will end up attracting a higher quality client, customer, team member, because brands have energy to them. And if you're somebody who's looking to hire a coach or join someone's network marketing team, you better believe those people are looking to see, does this person know what they're talking about? Can they help me? And the judge a book by a cover is real when it comes to social media. So just make sure that your cover is matching what you want to embody and represent, and you will become that. I'm telling you, it's like quantum leaping. It's pretty cool. Okay. So as a reminder, we have the Lazy Girl's Guide to Making Bank below, and I encourage you to look at Elevate because we will build your brand for you. I am at the helm of the Elevate experience because that is definitely a zone of genius of mine. And I'd love to build your brand and help you just get your social media looking awesome. And like we said, attracting amazing people. It's something that on your own could take years and years and years to figure out and develop. Where working with me, we're going to be able to obviously compress time and get your brand completely up to par where it needs to be. So reach out if you have any questions on that. If this was helpful, subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. Take a screenshot. Throw it in your stories and tag me at the Goal Digger Girl. I'd love to give you a shout out for that. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you soon.